Amazing. We've got thousands and thousands of people in the stands, thousands of people on the grassy knoll, all here to watch these guys, and you are watching Steve Caballero, the one and only.
Last year was 20 years of him and Vans. What a collaboration, and what
the best.
Unbelievable.
Cab getting on an Elguera there.
Saw them at the House of Vans in New York. They had a bunch of artists paint on the cab
customizing
shoe.
all the cabs.
Damn, it was cool. Look at Steve.
And he can always throw down in any contest. He's got himself through into the finals, and he's definitely going to be in the top places somewhere today.
He is for sure.
And that is time for Steve Cab. Steve Cab going for a cab. All right, out of Copenhagen, Denmark, once again.
He skates regularly with Rune Glifberg, and he is a legend.
Doing it for Vans, Alice, and Type S, 187 pads and independent. This is Nicky Guerrero with a big Madonna.
He won.
Getting up a bit of speed.
He won last year. Oh!
Getting the neon.
Wow.
He's just coming off that frontside air over the hip.
All right, we are back. The guy, the first time that he's ever been in the contest, it's Mr. Tony Hawk straight into a 540.
And the crowd is loving it.
Wow, wow, wow. Frontside lip slide. What has he got here in the bag?
Tuck knee.
Did you see that? He just said, hey, the hell with it. I'm just going to come straight out of it, and I'm going to do it here for the Bondi Bowl-A-Rama on ESPN.
And he's using that corner. That's what the judges want to see.
Frontside blunt.
Unbelievable.
Look at this run.
Straight into a blunt fakie.
Oh!
And on
there
time.
you have it.
That is the one and only Tony Hawk, everybody. The crowd's pretty psyched. I'm pretty psyched. This is amazing. This is what you get for 10 years of Bowl-A-Rama.
All right. The Birdman has thrown it down. We're going to see Steve Caballero. We're going to see Nicky Guerrero. These guys are going to turn it on right now.
Well, right now you're watching Eddie Elgato Elguera rock slide around the tight corner. Eddie's got a big bag of tricks. Big rock slider all the way around the long corner. Eddie going for a backside 5-0.
So tough to do that.
And a frontside air back the other way into the deep end.
What a great guy. Always smiling, always down the contest here. Great to see him back on board.
And that is time for Eddie Elguera. All the riders are stoked, the fans are stoked. What a great setup down here, Corbin.
Back into it. Oh, it's amazing. And this finals time, this is why I love coming back for this contest. And
Absolutely.
I said to anyone who's never been here before, you get to that finals time, Sergie Ventura, you get to that finals time and you just want to be in the bowl with them. You want to dive over there.
Sergie with a crooked cop. What else has he got? He can't have much time left. Going for alley 50-50 to Decker.
It scares me every time he does that. I get scared.
Backside lip slide as well. What a run from Sergie Ventura. Out right on the buzzer.
Wow, wow, wow. That scares me.
Sometimes that's all you can say is wow.
He's a big favourite of mine, this guy, coming out of Venice Beach. Smooth style.
This is Pat Ngoho. He's in here. Coming off that Indy air. Just got a little bit away from him. Once again, our local boy, the only Aussie left in the Masters here at the Vans Bowl-A-Rama 10th anniversary. Adam Luxford just rolling into the bowl. Pumping some speed out of the shallow end. Big backside air. Tucking up over the Finos corner. Backside 50-50 as fast as you like. Another backside 50 around the tight corner. Sad plant on the inside of the deep end of the hip. Coming up the rough part of the waterfall right there.
Oh, I love that.
Little slasher.
He's got to score for that one.
Absolutely.
Using all his tricks in there, going for it. Adam Luxford, the only Australian to make it in the Masters final. Now
we're back with Brian Patch Cab's out there doing it for Etnies, 187 Pats. The Imperial Skateboards, Decine Bones, Lost, and S1. Look at that. Oh, he's just coming off there. We are live on ESPN right now with the 10th Vans Bowl-A-Rama. And we're back with Stevie Cab. Rock slide around the corner.
Into a 50-50. 5-0, up the waterfall into a feeble grind.
So many tricks in Steve's bag. Nice invert. One of the guys that we've grown up watching skateboarding ever since we were kids. It's so good to see all these guys out here watching him in the flesh.
This is his 8th year doing it down here in Bondi for Vans.
Rad. 8 out of the 10 years. And that is time for Stevie Cab.
The crowd loves him. They're right behind him straight away.
And you can see by that response, they're just as stoked as us to be watching Stevie Cab out there today. Sergie stoked for him, giving him a hug.
Absolutely. And rolling in right now is Nicky Guerrero, the winner of last year's Vans Bowl-A-Rama. He's got so many tricks.
Nice eggplant there. Did a little tuck the invert, then straight into an eggplant. Oh, getting a little bit wide on his 50-50 through the corner. Oh, rocket air from Nicky Guerrero. 46 years of age with a layback grind right there.
You know what's really exciting that these guys, and I think everyone's kind of turned up as well this year. Tony's arrived, Cab's in form. It kind of adds a new little flavour to it.
Absolutely, it changes the energy of all the guys skating. It pushes everyone.
Here
right
he
now we're
goes.
back again. The backside ollie from Tony Hawk.
Using the waterfall frontside grind into a lip slide. Backside air.
Into a McTwist. Had to wash off a little bit there.
Holding on to it. It is still pretty slippery out there. Frontside, tailside around the tight 90-degree corner into a backside Smith in the shallow end. Look what he's got here. Really trying to get
really
the
wants to
tricks
win this. That's a tuck knee invert to fakie right there. And that's it.
Solid run by
That's very
Tony.
solid. These are the sort of runs that are going to fire everyone else up. We are going to go back to the top of the list again.
I like Steve, Caballero, and Tony just having a little laugh. I think they were saying to each other, I think we need to shorten the times here so we don't have to skate for as long.
I think everyone's getting a little bit tired. The runs have already gone down to 35 seconds.
You know what? It's been a really hot day here. It's not just the Masters, it's the pros as well.
That's it. We were actually talking to Grosso earlier. He wanted the runs to be 10 seconds.
Yeah, and he only had one heat. Imagine these guys.
That was Eddie Elgato Elguera, 51 years of age out of Palm Desert, California.
As
right now out on the deck, MC for most of the contests.
Let's check out this. Scotty G ruling with the. What was that?
I'm not sure what I was ruling with. Maybe with the jacket. We missed that. Sorry, guys.
Look at us. Scotty
This is the
killing
10th
it.
anniversary Bondi Bowl-A-Rama. You got to get dressed up. And right now, this is Sergie Ventura.
It's a party.
It is a party, everybody.
Frontside up the waterfall, doing a little grind. Oh, 50-50 holding on.
Getting a bit wild there, Sergie. Solid run from Sergie. Right now, not wasting any time, is Pat Ngoho. Riding for Adidas Independent 187 Pads, Bones and 2-Pop. Pat organises one of the rad nights here at Bondi Bowl-A-Rama week with the Love and Guts Art Show. Nice frontside ollie up the waterfall into the shallow into a decker. Smooth style of Pat Ngoho. Got a little lost in the short corner there.
You know, sometimes I think these guys try and get their run. If they get their run, they're pretty happy with it.
That's
Maybe
it.
they just want to go a little higher, get a little bit more air, or maybe try 1 or 2 more spins or something
That's
like that,
it.
you know?
There's so many different things they can do. Adam Luxford right now getting a huge backside air right there. And the amount of speed he gets out of that. Look at this huge 50-50. He's just done a grind all the way from the shallow end, right across the deep end, around the corner. That is a long, long way if you're watching this at home.
Look at the lines he's got here, Adam Luxford. Unbelievable.
That was a rad run.
The only Australian in the contest in the Masters final, and they're all behind him here as well. For those of you who have just joined us on ESPN, this is the Vans Bowl-A-Rama, and this is the Masters final.
Oh, we just had Brian Patch stepping off a stale fish right there. Right now, we've got the crowd giving Patch a bit of love. Coming in next. He's already had a couple of solid runs. It is the one and only Steve Cab.
Taking his time.
And he can take as much time as he likes.
As he said, he's had a little tough preparation before this. Didn't go as well as he liked, but he looks to be informed to me. And you know what? Cab said before when he was on air on the webcast, he said he can turn it on when he wants to.
And look at that frontside invert. He can turn it on. He's already done an Elguera, a frontside invert in this run. A feeble grind coming out forwards around the tight corner. Backside 50-50. Big backside air. Oh my God, Steve Cab.
This is going to be a very tough.
This is what he needs for these finals, and that is time for Steve Caballero, and he finishes it off with a Caballero. He knows it. Tony's over there clapping. Patch giving him a hug. And that's one of the great things about this event, Corbin.
And that's what these guys want, you know? They all want to win on doing the best runs they can possibly do. It's not about just getting through. It's like if you put down the run, everyone knows you deserve to win.
Exactly. And they all skate together for long enough to know what everyone can do. And one of the most loved guys in this Masters competition, Nicky Guerrero. Look at that tail grab.
Nicky won this one last year.
I always love watching Nicky skate.
What a small style.
One-footed invert right there. Backside 50-50 through the corner. And just stepping off a backside 50-50 in the shallow. And that will be time for Nicky Guerrero.
Straight back into it is T, the Birdman, Mr. Tony Hawk.
One of the best Madonnas right there.
50-50 in the shallow end. Lip slide, tail slide around that tight corner, no problems whatsoever.
He's got that on lock.
Oh!
Into him, the twist on the face wall, just spitting out.
He's had it before. He's throwing it down. The crowd are on their feet. They love it. This Masters final is really something else.
That is it. He's just chucked his helmet. The guy in the yellow shirt in the crowd. One touch, one grab. He's taking it home. Brian Patch stepping off his frontside 50-50 right around the corner.
That is it. That is a wrap.
The Masters final right here.
That is unbelievable. Tony Hawk on screen right now. Don't go anywhere. We're in the Vans Bowl-A-Rama on ESPN, and we're back with the Pro Final.